Right, let's take a look at the August Saltwater Estuary Tackle Club box. Now first up we've got the Fish Arrow Flash J 2-inch. Now let me crack one of these open because these plastics have one of my favourite finishes. And straight away with this, you can see it's got that foil in the belly there. Absolutely dynamite, creates a lot of flash. And now this, I'm just going to use this to hop off the bottom for flathead. Obviously depending on how quick the tide is running, but I'm going to run that on like a 1/8 to 1/4 ounce jig head, just hopping that along the bottom, and that'll be dynamite little plastic there. Up next we've got the 360 GT search bait. That's kind of cool. So this is a triple pack of soft plastics with a jig head in it as well. Shows you how to rig it up on the back. This I'm thinking you could get jacks with it. You can use it for flatties as well. Along those rock walls where you get like the cod and stuff like that, you're going to get fish of that ilk. Go for these too. Or if you're fishing the flats, something like this you can just cast out to essentially look for fish. While the Flash J Shad, I'm going to work that more over structure because of that tail on the back is just straight. She's not going to get all snagged up in weed, so that's going to be great over weed beds with weedless hook as well, or just straight down drop offs when you're looking for flathead. This one's going to be great with that big paddle tail over the flats, just looking for the big breeders essentially. Just at the end of the tide, you got the water coming up over those shallow flats, is a great time to be using it. Demiki Sammy. Now I've actually used one of these before, and they have a nice tight little action. So if maybe trolling for flathead is your thing, something like the Demiki Sammy, I'll rip her out of the box. I think I'm saying it right. Sammy. Trolling for flathead would be great. You could also use these for the brim. Along pontoons, rock walls, but that there, if you just troll that slowly along either some flats again or a drop off, that'll pick you up some flathead. Nice little finish on it. Okay, so this next one gets me quite excited. It is the Rapala Shadow Wrap Jack Deep. Now Rapala has probably the best finish when it comes to hard bodies. Everyone knows it. These Rapala of any sort just look great, and the new Jack Deep is no different. This is going to be a great one for trolling for flathead as well. A much deeper diving lure. You can see it does have quite the big bib on it for such a small lure, and a neat little bait fish profile on that. That's going to be absolutely killer on pretty much anything you find in the estuaries. Like I said, big one for me is targeting flathead, so this is going to be great. Because it's such a deep dive, it is just going to get down, it's going to stay down, it's going to whack on the bottom. Even jacks would nail this, hey? Even jacks would nail this. But yeah, the Rapala Jack Deep certainly been one that I've been keeping my eye on. And the finish on it is absolutely mint. Next up we've got the Demiki Armour Shad 4-inch. Now this is a much bigger profile. Obviously everything before this was all sort of smaller stuff. So you had the Flash J 2-inch, you had the little Demiki Sammy, and you've got the little Jack Deep by Rapala 360 GT search bait. All sort of small to medium size, but now all of a sudden we're stepping it up to a much bigger plastic. So this is a 4-inch Demiki Armour Shad. These things have a great action on because they've got a big paddle tail. A very, very large paddle tail on them. But yeah, when you want to start stepping it up for bigger flathead, doesn't have to be bigger flathead. I've caught small flathead on lures bigger than the fish itself. But these things, dynamite. I'd also use them for Jackson Barra too. So if you're up north and you've got Jackson Barra in your estuaries, chuck one of these on. These have a great action. You can rig them weedless as well. I will rig them weedless. If it's just flathead, over the flats you don't really need to worry about it. But if you're flicking in weed edges, then yeah, they have this cool little pocket on the top. You probably can't see it there. Cool little pocket in the top of them to actually tuck your weedless hook away. Most plastics have that these days. But what makes it different with the armor shad, you look closely, there's actually little ribs all along the inside of it, so you can actually hook your weedless hook in there to hold it in place. Like I said, a lot of plastics have the slot. This actually has ribs running across, so you can stab the tip of your hook into it to hold the weedless hook in place. So that's really handy, something a little bit different. And yeah, so that's a Demiki armor shad. And then in typical tackle club style, they always throw you a sticker. Got new designs coming. New tackle club sticker. Stick that up wherever. Now obviously the price of this one, the subscription for the saltwater estuary box is $49.99 a month. Now in this one we've got the Rapala Shadow Wrap Deep, $21.95 is its RRP, recommended retail. Demiki Armor Shad, $12.99. Fish Arrow Flash J 2-inch, $16.99. The Storm 360 GT Search Bait, $9.99. And the Demiki Sammy 50mm, $14.99. So that's a total value of $76.91. All for just $49.99 for the subscription of this box for that month. So you're always saving dollars. Great way to save money. Great way to find new tackle. And that's about it. If you want to check it out, head over to www.tackleclub.com.au and find a box that suits your fishing needs. Subscribe, and then we'll just say welcome to the club.